Some celebs call us loco. You know we are next, call it mofos. They don't see they on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. Photo now. Photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
Sorry, my mic was just acting up just now. Lucky I was even looking out for it. I thought I had a little issue with this mic as well. But yeah, man, come on, man. We're there, man. Let me just see if any other news has come out before I start this stream, because I don't want to start and then some next news comes out and then I miss it. Understand? Yeah. Calm, nothing else ain't going on. Cool, bro. Yeah. You know what we do already, man. We're always here, man. We always show up for you lot. 3 times a day, letting you lot know what all the Man United news for the day as well. Not know a couple of days back, we let you lot know what's going on today. Obviously, earlier in the stream, I told you lot I'm going to come back on and tell you lot what happened with Fabrizio. We done a little stream last night, a little update, and he updated us with what's going on with a lot of things. Mbuemo, Antony, Onana, you know, there's a lot of talk going on. Who we're going to buy, etc. So we don't even know. But we'll start off with Antony. Antony come out last night. Fabrizio spoke on it. He went on the stream and he said that Como's Cesc Fabregas has got a team, Como, and they're building up. They've got a lot of money and they're building. They're getting a lot of players in. They're really trying a little thing now. So yeah, man, Antony, he's giving priority to Real Betis. Como won him, and other teams have come in from. Look, a few other Italian clubs have come in for Antony, but he loves it in Spain. The reaction he got over there, it was so lovely for him. He balled out. He loves his teammates. He probably loves the manager. He only wants to go there. Do you understand? So Man United are also aware of Antony's preference to continue at Betis next season. No club-to-club agreement. So, yeah, so we're waiting on this. Like I said earlier in the earlier stream, Antony's ready to take a wage cut, which is, you got to thank him for that. You know what I mean? A lot of players don't take wage cuts. They feel themselves too much. So big up Antony. He's trying to take a wage cut to stay at Real Betis. That's what he's on. And Fabrizio's basically just said in the recent days, there's been approaches from Italian clubs. A few Italian clubs want him. Como, they definitely want him. And that's Cesc Fabregas' team. They've got money now. They're trying to build a super team over there. But, yeah. So, but he's saying he wants Real Betis. He loved his loan. They want him. He wants them. It's all perfect. So, yeah, let's just see what happens. Hopefully he goes. Remember, pre-season starts in 28 days. So we got to roll out and sell these players and get some players in. So that pre-season, we got no excuses. Ruben has all these players. He gets to implement his style properly. He's got enough time. And then we can start the season on an upward trajectory. Not they came in a bit late. They've got to adapt to the system. No, we need these players to come in and really know what's going on. So come on, man. It seems positive. The whole of today, all we've been hearing is some positive news. We ain't been hearing nothing negative today. We might get to some negatives actually, but for now, it's just been positive. So that's it about Antony. What Fabrizio really said. He really just said that Como are trying to sign him and a few other Italian teams, but Antony wants Real Betis. That's who he favours. And then he said about Onana. You know, there's all these leaks and all these links coming out about Onana. Onana is going to go Monaco. Is he going to leave? What's going on? We're linked with Emi Martinez. It keeps going crazy. He's come out yesterday night, Fabrizio, and said, despite recent rumours, there's been no interest expressed from Monaco in Andre Onana. While Emi Martinez is a target, it all depends on Onana's future. So if Onana leaves, then Emi Martinez might be a target. We're never going to pay 40 million for Emi Martinez. That's never going to happen. That's just paper talk. Dibu Martinez, who is Emi Martinez, I don't know if that's his middle name or something, is not in the process to sign for Manchester United at the moment, despite his desire to join. It depends on Onana. So he's basically saying, because you've got all these links saying that we're back to sign him now, we can't sign him now. We have to, Onana has to leave first for us to sign him. That's what he's basically saying there. So yeah, he's saying basically all the Monaco talks and that are gas. That yeah, Onana's not going nowhere, but basically, so that's not really good news, is it? You know what I'm saying? And then he basically spoke about the Mbuemo, and it's just the same thing that we've been hearing for the last two weeks or so. That talks with Man United and Brentford are still ongoing, still waiting on Manchester United and Brentford to agree a fee. So we've had reports that they've agreed fees. Obviously, Fabrizio, he told us himself that Mbuemo has agreed personal terms with us already. So we've got an agreement with Mbuemo. He's ready to come, but it's just Brentford now. We just got to agree the fee and then it's done. So it's just the same thing we've been hearing, but it's positive at the same time because it's still ongoing. We're not hearing that it's stalled or it's broken down or it's done. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's no talks at all no more. Remember, it's negotiations. They're both moving stern right now. They're doing hard negotiations. So it could take any of them to just say, you know what, I'm leaving. So it's still going on. It's still ongoing. So that's positive, man. Let's just see what happens with this. Hopefully they can agree a fee soon. Obviously, Man United don't want to get bumped because the Man United tax is still about, and he was 55 million. And then as soon as we've come in, apparently they want 70 million now. So the Man United tax is still about. And then we're hearing they want Cunha money, which is 62 million. So we got to be there and about, isn't it? I don't think it's going to take too long. But then I'm hearing, because the financial year, it starts on the 1st of July. So obviously, a lot of transfers, people don't want to do it until the 1st of July so that the financial year for PSR doesn't go on it, basically. So a lot of people might just wait to the 1st of July and then do the transfers because it's a whole new year for PSR. You can lose money again. So maybe that's what's taking it so long. But talks are still going. It's still strong. Nothing isn't broken or been cancelled out. You can only look at that as a positive, really. Osimhen or Gyökeres, who we gonna get, or who do I want to get? Are you asking who we gonna get, or who do I want to get? I want to get Osimhen. If I had to pick out of the two, I'll pick Osimhen. He's a proper number 9. He scores headers, left, right, whatever. He's a bully. Like, he will cause defenders a hard time. Gyökeres, I wouldn't mind with him. Any of the Victors, they're both called Victor Osimhen and Victor Gyökeres. Any of them I wouldn't mind, but I would rather Osimhen, to be honest with you. If I could pick one, I'd rather Osimhen. Come on, man, let's get the likes up, man. And let's subscribe. I've got 3 more to 200 subscribers, man. Early days. I've only been doing this for a week. Going every day, 3 times a week. 3 times a day, sorry. Do you understand? So subscribe. We're here every day. Man United news. No days off. Always updating you lot what's going on. Make sure you subscribe. Good evening from Turkey. Is Jaden left yet? Nah, he hasn't left yet, but apparently he's agreed personal terms with Napoli, and yeah, Juventus are putting in a bid for him, but he hasn't agreed no personal terms with Juventus. So it's in talks. Do you know what I mean? I'll go on that one there for you right now. Don't worry. This is what came out earlier on. And Jadon Sancho has reached an agreement with Napoli and has given them priority over Juventus. The winger is edging closer to a move to Serie A. So, and that's from Damasio. You're from Turkey, so you would know how reliable Damasio is over there. Do you know what I mean? You'll probably know more than me. But I know that he gets a few right. It starts over there and then it comes over here and then we start hearing about things. So he's saying that Napoli have some sort of agreement with Jadon Sancho. He's giving priority to them. And you got to remember, when it comes to Juventus or Napoli, I think Napoli's got a better project. They've got De Bruyne that just came in. McTominay's smashing it over there. Lukaku scoring goals. They're trying to get a new striker in Darwin Núñez. Yeah, it looks more... And they just won the league, sorry. You got Conte as manager. And then if you look at Juventus, I know they just made the Champions League, but I can't even think of who plays for them. Vlahovic, he's been missing for a couple of years. We ain't really heard his name like that. Conceição, I think. Who else? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got Rom. This is what I'm saying. Big Rom. So yeah, man, Napoli seems like a good project still. I think Napoli will be good for him, to be honest with you. So I think Napoli will definitely be good for him. It's a good project, but what I don't want to see is when he goes over there and smashes it in Napoli, all the Man United fans turning around and saying, "Oh, revisionism," doing like, "Oh, why did we sell him?" Everywhere is different, and every time is different. You can come to Man United at one time and it's all good. You come here another time and then you have a different spell. Let him go Napoli. It's a slower league. McTominay's bossing it. He'll probably go out there and ball, and then good on him. But we don't need to keep saying every time someone leaves us and then they do good, "Oh, why did we sell them?" No, we sold him because it wasn't working where we are now. He's gone somewhere else. All the best for him. So that's what's going on with Sancho. It hasn't been verified yet, but I reckon he could, but he ain't intense enough. He likes Ruben likes intensity in it. He ain't got a lot of intensity in him. He doesn't press that much. Do you know what I mean? But that's why I think Ruben wouldn't want him. And he's on 300k a week. Like, he doesn't seem like he's up for it. Like, he cares like that. He looks like at the end of a game we can lose and he'll just like be joking with the other team. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the game, like, he doesn't look like he's going to be upset and he wants to win and he's passionate. Look at Antony compared to him. Antony's passionate, but he hasn't got the talent. He don't seem as passionate. He seems like he just wants his money. He don't really care. He never played for him. Yeah, that's what I said. I reckon he could come back into the team, but I don't think they want him. I don't think no one wants him, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, back to Fabrizio. Yeah, so he's basically saying the same thing about Mbuemo that everyone's been saying. The talks are still ongoing. We're waiting for Man United and Brentford to agree a fee. So it's just a bit cliche, really. We hear it all the time. But I'm just happy, even though a lot of people look at this and go, "Oh my God, we're going slow." But you've got to remember, we get taxed different because of what the Glazers and the last regime done. The Woodwards, our old negotiators before Ineos came, we're buying Højlund for 72 million, Antony for 80 million. Who else did we buy for mad money? Antony, Højlund, Mason Mount, 65 million, 1 year left on his contract. We went crazy. So obviously everyone's looked at that and gone, when they come in, you're getting a paycheck. So they're trying to change that. That's why they're taking so long, because they're not just throwing the money at them whatever they want. They're trying to negotiate properly and say, "No, we're not giving you that. He's got 1 year left." So it's taking his time. I'm not worried at all. The only thing is, if they were coming here and saying that the talks are broken or it's not progressing, that's when you got to be worried. If Fabrizio comes in and said the talks are not progressing, they've stalled or something, that's when it's worrying times. If he's saying they're still ongoing, no problem. And like I said, the financial year ends on June the 30th. So the 1st of July, PSR turns around and you can afford to lose money on that again. So a lot of transfers will start happening after the 1st of July. It might be that. It might be we're just dragging it along to the 1st of July or something. Who knows? Back to what Fabrizio said before. He just said Onana, basically the Monaco reports, there might be a bit... the Monaco reports are not true, basically. Despite recent rumours, there's nothing from Monaco. This is what he said last night on the podcast thing. So obviously there's come out some new news today about Onana, but this is what Fabrizio said last night. So I'm just going to let that be known. And he basically said Dibu Martinez, who is Emi Martinez, I think Dibu's his middle name or something, is not in the process to sign for Man United at the moment, despite his desire to join. So Emi Martinez from Aston Villa wants to join, but it depends on Andre Onana leaving. And he's quoted 40 million, but he's not he's quoted 40 million, but he's not gonna go for 40 million. He's 33 years old. It's just paper talk at the moment. That's all it is. And then the first one, obviously, for some of you that missed it, he spoke about Antony. He said in recent days there's been a lot of approaches for Antony from Italian clubs. But for Antony, he's given priority to Real Betis. He loves Betis. Betis loves him. We want him to go Betis. So everyone else that's coming in, he's saying no. Do you understand? He's done it in the Spanish league now. He's balled in there. He's not. What's the point going to the Italian league and then it might be mismatch again? It might not work out for you. Remember, he's probably met some players now that he's nice there, isn't it? He's comfortable. He's comfortable where he is, isn't it? And so you got to respect Antony, man. And he's taking a wage cut, is what came out earlier. Let me put that in there now. Antony's prepared to take a 30% pay cut from his 150k a week contract. Look at that. So he might be getting on 100k or something just to play for Real Betis and make the transfer happen. You got to respect that, man. A lot of players ain't doing that. I heard Sancho wasn't taking no wage cut. And then all parties want a permanent transfer of Antony. Man United are not willing to give a favour to Real Betis and allow them to loan, because Atletico Madrid, Juventus, a few other clubs have come involved for Antony now. After they saw him light up in La Liga, they've all said now, all right, I want him. So why are we going to loan him? We don't need to loan. You only loan players when you can't sell them. We can sell Antony now. Because he done what he done, we can sell him. We're not giving a big price for him as well. So Real Betis have to come with the money. And they're meant to be selling Johnny Cardozo. So as soon as they sell Johnny Cardozo, they'll have the money for him anyway. And it's just come out from the big dog, Solly. He's very reliable for Man United news. Very. Look at the time at the bottom. 1:14 that came out. And he basically said Real Betis have been in direct club-to-club contact with Man United in recent weeks for Antony. The 25-year-old is willing to take a pay cut. He's willing. Personal terms are not an issue. Separation on fee currently. So it's all it is the money in between. Is they're probably saying, oh, we'll pay you 20 million. We're probably saying give us 30. That's it. As soon as that's done, Antony's gone. So he's trying to take a wage cut. I remember this is from Sully, who is very, very reliable. And he's saying this. And he said this just now at 1:14. And then it came out. Where did I just show you? This was the 20th. So this is yesterday at 12:51 from a whole different source saying that he's willing to take a pay cut. So you got to give it to Antony, man. You got to respect that, because, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have made it hard for us. We got to pay him off. And no, he said, I'll take a wage cut. I'm going to go back to Real Betis. They showed me love. Man United want it to happen. Real Betis want it to happen. I want to move there. Perfect. Come on, man. And one thing about him, he's passionate. You can tell, innit? You can tell he's passionate, like he wants to win, but he just hasn't got the talent for the Prem. Do you understand? That's why when people say he's our worst ever player for Man United, I say, no way. I think it's Sancho. Because Antony's a bit more passionate. He gives it all he can, but he just ain't got the ability for the Prem. Sancho, I don't think he's got the ability for the Prem. I don't think he has. For the German league, he's done his thing, but the Prem, he's been mean. He's been very average his whole spell. Do you understand? And I can't, from the reports I'm seeing, is Sancho don't want to take a wage cut. So you see what he's on. He'll just sit down and chill. Look how much time Ten Hag gave him to sit out. So yeah, man. So that's what's going on with Antony. Basically, he's just Fabrizio basically saying he's got a lot of clubs into him, but he's just so sold on this project with Real Betis. He must love the manager over there, that he's taking a wage cut. And he's, Como's coming for him, a few other Italian clubs, and he's saying, no, I only want Real Betis. Real Betis wants him. Man United want it to happen. So this one I can see happening very, very soon. Do you understand? And this is positive as well, because when you look at our the transfers so far, no one's coming for no one. Literally, only yesterday, whatever, the Sancho, and today, apart from that, no one ain't came for none of these players. All these Garnachos, these Rashfords, no one ain't come for them. We've heard a few loan talks and all of that, but this one seems like it's the most concrete. Antony wants to go, they want him, and we want him to leave. Like, you can't get any better than that. But the fact that he's taking a wage cut, I've got to spud him, because a lot of players ain't gonna do that. So yeah, Fabrizio basically just saying he wants Real Betis, and that's all he aims for. He's not hearing no noise about no other clubs. Not to say if Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid or some big club came in for him now, that he would turn around and say, no, Real Betis. Of course, he'll probably consider them options. But for now, he's saying, I only want Real Betis. So that's what's going on with Antony. So big up Antony, man, for taking the wage cut and saying he's willing to just, drop half of his wage and go there and make it happen. Because that could have been a stumbling block for us. It could have been, Antony they can't agree personal terms with him. Do you understand? Because you don't want to drop his wage. So that's dope, man. Big up Antony for that, man. So yeah, just to break that down about the Fabrizio quotes, basically, Antony, he's got a few clubs in for him. He just wants Real Betis. We want to send him to Real Betis. We want to send him anywhere. And Real Betis want him. So it's easy. They've got to sell Johnny Cardozo, who came out today from Matchday Matteo Moretta, who works with Fabrizio, that what did he say? He said that basically Johnny Cardozo, there's nothing to worry about with Atletico Madrid. That deal is still ongoing because it's been a bit quiet. We heard about it 2 weeks ago, but it's calmed down a bit. It's just like Mbuemo. We heard about it 2 weeks ago and it's calmed down a bit. So basically, yeah, as soon as Johnny Cardozo's done, they're going to get 30 million from Atletico Madrid. Bam. They can come and make their bid for Antony. But at this time, everything's cool. It's just they're talking about the fee. They said that's the only stumbling block. So that's what Fabrizio said as well, that Antony's giving all his priority to Real Betis at this moment. So that is that's positive, man. And then we've got Andre Onana. Basically, he's saying that all the Monaco reports are not true. So there's a lot of Monaco reports that's come out in the last day or two, and he's saying, listen, that's not true. And Martinez is a target for Man United. He does want Man United, but he's not going to be joining them very soon. Like, he's not joining them right now. That's a myth. Unless Onana goes. And then on top of that, he obviously said, he spoke about Mbuemo, and he just the cliche thing that everyone's really saying. But these are the guys you want to hear it from. And he's basically just said that the talks are still ongoing. We're still waiting for Manchester United to agree a fee with Brentford. That's all it is. Brentford are hard negotiators. Brentford and Brighton are the hardest negotiators in the league. And that came from him. So they can negotiate proper. They want a price. They don't budge for nothing. You come and you pay that price or leave us alone. We don't need to sell. So, yeah, that's Fabrizio just in a nutshell. We just broke it down. Marcus Rashford, Robert Dawson. He's reliable. I'll say that. He's to an extent. But he's basically just come out and said Rashford's preference is to join a club that's in the Champions League. And he wants to put himself in the best position to be part of Thomas Tuchel's English squad for the World Cup. That's the mentality you need to have. And you've got to respect that. So, but is he going to take a wage cut, though? That's what I need to ask. Because Antony's taking a wage cut because he wants to stay in the Brazil team. So are you going to take a wage cut, Rashi? He's saying that Milan, Barca, Inter, Juventus, and Bayern Munich are all involved, but no one ain't made a bid. And he just wants Barca. That's his dream move is Barcelona. So he's waiting for them. But obviously they're going for Nico Williams, but it's being reported that he might still be able to get into the team with Nico Williams there because Lewandowski's their only number 9. So he could be back up to Lewandowski. So he is looking to wait for Barca, but 28 days until pre-season. And it's saying Ruben Amorim has not yet decided if Rashford, Antony, Garnacho, and Sancho will join his squad for the summer tour of United States. It's too early for a firm decision about the travelling party. That's pre-season in 28 days. So if he doesn't go Barcelona in 28 days, what's going to happen now? Is he going to sit down and train in Carrollton and not come? What's that going to do to the price? Is he going to come? But we all know we don't want him there and they don't talk. It's just awkward. The whole thing is just bizarre. I've not heard nothing about Garnacho. No, I've heard him linked with Aston Villa and all these teams, but I haven't heard no bids or no one concretely into him. So all I've heard is Barcelona do want Rashi, but he's got to wait or something like that. They're trying to sort out their priorities first. So he seems like he's at the back of the list. I don't think they're taking him serious like that. And then today's news, this is what's crazy. Remember, Fabrizio said last night on the podcast that Onana to Monaco is all gas, blah, blah, blah. But then Monaco, but now it's coming out about Monaco saying, let me go to that other one. Yeah, it's coming out. And basically, Onana wants to stay unless he is told he is surplus to requirements by Ruben Amorim. So unless he is told, I don't need you anymore, he wants to stay. And that came out today. You can see the time at the bottom. Literally, that's the last thing that came out before I came on the stream. Look at the time on the bottom. Do you understand? So he's basically saying, I want to stay. Unless you come to me and tell me you want me to leave, I want to stay. But I don't think we can tell him we want him to leave because no one's coming for him anyway. And if we tell him we want him to leave, he might start briefing some things out there. And from time he's doing that, look at this fly. Yeah, from time he's doing that, it might drive the price down. You see what I'm saying? It's a shambles, man. It's a bit mad. But yeah, so Fabrizio said last night that, listen, the Monaco talks from what I know, nothing ain't going on Monaco. And then Rob Dawson has just came out literally not even an hour ago. Yeah, literally not even an hour ago, and just said that Andre Onana wants to stay unless he is told he is surplus to requirements. So what is going on here? And then you've got Hurst Class, who is kind of reliable as well. And he said Monaco have approached Onana's representatives over a potential move, but the goalkeeper is minded to stay and fight for his place. Monaco asked his camp to be kept updated on the situation. So Hurst Class has come out today and he's saying that Monaco are in for him. There's been reports in the last couple of days about Monaco being in for him. It's all up. I don't know what's going on. It's all in the air, man. It's all gone crazy. But like I said to you, Onana wants to stay unless he is told he is surplus to requirements. And that is not even an hour ago that came out. So everything's going crazy. I don't know who to believe. I don't know what to happen. I hope he leaves. I hope he goes to Monaco or wherever and we get a different goalkeeper, because he's so shaky that he just gives me anxiety watching. Anytime a ball comes into the box, I just go, oh my gosh, please. Any free kicks or corners, I'm just scared. Do you understand? I was at the game, the first game of the season for Eric Ten Hag's second season, and he punched the keeper. Sorry, he punched the striker. In the last minute, when we were beating Wolves 1-0, and they didn't give a penalty for it. And I was like, oh my gosh. Everyone in Old Trafford was just shaking, like, oh, this geezer, man, like, what's he doing? He's crazy. This is what we're dealing with. He's so erratic. I can't trust him, man. He could do anything. He could just throw the ball in the back of the net anytime. You just don't. You could tell that they ain't got no confidence in him. Even when the ball comes in the box, they will still header it away. Even if the ball's on the floor, they'll still boot it away. Even if he's running out for it, they've got no confidence in him. We need him to go, but I don't know what's going on with him. But like I said earlier in my last stream, I said, if you had a choice, this is a question for everyone. If you had a choice, though, to get a new striker in, but sell Onana, or you could keep Onana and, did I say that right? Get a new striker in, but keep Onana, or sell Højlund. I'm saying it long, you know. So basically, what's the biggest priority? A striker or a keeper? Let me just say it like that. I said striker. What do you lot think about that? I think striker, because for the amount of times that Onana does throw it in the net, at least let's score some goals. So even if we score 4 goals and Onana does 2 blunders, we win the game 4-2. But I feel like Højlund is a bigger problem than Onana. That's what I personally feel, because we went so much games last season that we just could have just edged it and we didn't score a goal. It was 0-0 for ages. Look at Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. There was so much games. We had a striker, we would have won the game. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think we need a striker, and I think they've seen that as well. And they've said we need to do the attack. We need goals. So a striker is more important. But Onana definitely got to go. Bayinda definitely got to go. They're not good enough. No chance any of them are good enough. So yeah, man, that's the situation with that's come out about Onana within the last hour. Are you happy with Ratcliffe? I think the board are intellectuals now. No, I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Ratcliffe. Is in with the way he's dealing with the fans, with the money. The match going fans, he keeps putting the money up for tickets, etc. But the transfers and that, I feel like they've done it well, 100%. The only one that people say is, oh, I don't know about this one, is Ugarte. Apart from Ugarte and 50 million paid for him, the price as well, everyone else has been kind of alright. The way they deal with transfers, I can't blame them on that. From what we were doing before, 70 million on Casemiro. We'll just see whoever's the biggest star and just throw money at them. Come on, man. We've switched it up in that department. I'm not rating them on a, no, like, yeah, I like Ineos. No way. I'm just saying transfer-wise, we've got a bit smarter than before. Look at Aiden Heaven, £1 million. Sekou Kone, Obi Chido, £1 million. And that's compensation. That's not even a fee for them. You don't pay a fee. It's the compensation you got to pay because of their age. Of course, it's gone different. The new regime for transfers is definitely better. But I'm not saying I rate Ineos and that. No way. They're cutting all these jobs and that. No, how can I rate them? They're going mad with it the way they're doing. All these cuts. Spare people that's worked in Man United for years. Like, and they're just cutting their jobs like over some bullshit. Come on, man. So I'm not sitting down and giving them credit for that. You got to give credit where it's due and you give negatives where it's due. what they're doing with the match going fans, the tickets going up every minute, they're cutting their jobs. That's crazy. That's madness. But when it comes to transfers, they're definitely patting it up from where we was before. We were spending money on one player, and we'll chase a player for look how long we chased Frankie de Jong for, and then he didn't even come. Do you know what I'm saying? Like 72 million on Højlund, 80 million on Antony, 65 million on Mason Mount. That's crazy, bro. Our thing's been mad. Our thing's been crazy. But yeah, man, the positive about that anyway, Onana might stay, so this is mad anyway. Like, we need a proper keeper, man. Anyone that we could just rely on. We've got 2 keepers and they're both garbage. Bayende is bad as well. He had one good game against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, was it Carabao? FA Cup, sorry, when we won the penalties. That's the only game he's had good. Apart from that, he's been terrible as well. So he needs to go as much as Onana needs to go. Do you know what I mean? They all need to go, man, literally. We need a proper keeper. So yeah, what came out earlier was about Sancho. Sancho reached an agreement with Napoli. I'm waiting for someone else to come out and say that this is true. Someone bigger, Fabrizio, David Ornstein, etc. But DiMarzio came out and said Jadon Sancho has reached an agreement with Napoli and has given them priority over Juventus. And then, yeah, Sky Sports spoke about it as well, about Napoli and Juventus interested. But DiMarzio, who's meant to be a top dog in Italy, is saying, yo, Jadon Sancho has reached an agreement with Napoli and he's giving them priority. They seem like they've got an exciting project. Kevin De Bruyne, McTominay smashing it, Lukaku, and they're looking at Darwin Núñez as well. So you get it. That might be good for him, man, but I don't like seeing revisionism. Let him go there and do his thing because he will probably ball out and then good on you. But don't start saying, oh, why did we sell Sancho? And that's what we do at Man United. I love Man United as the fan base because we're so big. We've got one of the biggest fan bases, but then you hate it as well at the same time because you've got so much people that just say stupid stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's just crazy. It goes both ways, isn't it? Like not everyone's going to agree on the same things. Congrats on 200. Love, man. Appreciate all of you lot, man. Every day we're here, 3 times a day, letting you lot know what's going on with the Man United news. So make sure you subscribe, you hit the like. We're busy, man. We're keeping it, yeah? Keeping it intact for you lot. Let me like and subscribe. Appreciate that, bro. Dark Crow. Come on. Like and subscribe. You see what he's saying. Come on, bro. We're here every day. 3 times a day. We're getting to it. So that's the news about Sancho. I'll just go through what Fabrizio said again. For those that missed it, there's a few people in there. The Italian side almost tried to sign Antony. But Antony just wants Real Betis. He only wants Real Betis. Real Betis wants him. And Antony's willing to take a pay cut. So we got to respect him, bro. Because a lot of people are not going to take no pay cuts. I heard Sancho's not taking a pay cut. And I heard Rashi don't want to take a wage cut. Antony wants to take a wage cut. And it's been reported by men who is Samuel Lockhurst. It's like Manchester United news. And he's basically said he wants to take a 30% wage cut. And on the other side, it says all parties want a permanent transfer. So the loan talks is over. You saw what happened with Sancho. Yeah, the first ever loan in Century, the first ever loan that you can opt out for obligation. If you type in obligation on Google or look in the dictionary, obligation means it has to happen. Somehow they found a loophole and opted out. So no more loans, please. Just get these players out. All parties want a permanent transfer. Perfect. So they just got to get their money right. They got to sell the geezer called Johnny Cardozo. They got their money. They're coming for Antony. And like I said, Sully came out just an hour ago, and he's very reliable for Man United news and just said basically the same thing. The clubs are in talks. The 25-year-old's willing to take a wage cut and facilitate a move. The personal terms are not a problem. It's just the fee right now. So they might be trying to undercut it and saying 20 million or something. We're sitting there saying, bruv, 30 million, yeah? He balled out in your league, buy him or someone else is going to buy him type of thing. And like I just showed you, we need 32.6 million to avoid a book loss. If we get anything under there, then we've took a loss on PSR, etc. So there you go. That's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to, you don't want him, come for him. He's going to be, I think it's going to be like 40 million euros. They're probably saying, we'll pay you 30 million. But everyone wants it to happen, so it's going to happen. these things only go left when one person is not sure, etc. So they're either going to come in and make this happen, or someone else is going to come in and just take him off our hands, because he balled out over there. Atletico Madrid are meant to be interested. Juventus. Who else? Who knows? And like I said to you, the PSR, what's it called? The PSR things, 1st of July, basically, is an annual year. So June the 30th is the last day. As soon as June the 30th is done and it's the 1st of July, everyone can start losing. Everyone can start making transfers again and losing money, etc. And then it takes a year to calculate. So, do you get what I'm trying to say? So, they know they got to move quick. Because if they get to July the 1st, they still ain't bought him and someone else comes in, we just want him gone. We don't care who's coming. So, this is what's going on. Let me like and subscribe. If we're unable to sell Rashford or Garnacho, which one would you prefer to keep? Aye. Good question, you know. That's a good question. Is it being realistic, or is it, because let me say it like this: realistically, Rashford ain't coming back. That is evidently they're broken down. It's not happening. Garnacho kind of could, because you saw him in the Hong Kong thing, and he was still playing. Do you know what I mean? I remember that was said in private, the Garnacho and and Ruben thing, and then he was still playing. So they tried to like cover it up a little bit. But if I could pick out of the two, Garnacho or Rashford, all right, I'll say it like this. I will pick Rashford if we don't buy a striker. So Xerxes, Rashford, and Højlund, just whatever. He has to be around, innit? He has to get something. So I would go with Rashford if we don't buy a striker. But if we bought a striker, I'll go Garnacho. Because I think Garnacho is going to be a star. But for right now, he's too in his head where he thinks he's a star already. That's the problem with Garnacho. Once he sits down and realizes I'm not a star, I'm not Ronaldo yet, I need to sit down and learn and listen, then he'll build himself up. But because he thinks he's already got everything, he's got no room to listen. If I think I'm perfect, I've got no room for improvement. That's what he thinks. He thinks he's already perfect. So I think Garnacho, I don't want him to stay in the Prem. I want, if we sell him, go somewhere else and boss it and do it there. Do you understand? But don't come to the Prem, because I can see him doing bits in a few years after someone gets in his head like, listen, you need to relax. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you look at when Dorgu came, he took like, how long did it take him to start even passing to Dorgu? Do you know what I'm saying? He takes shots from far. But it's like you look at the negatives with Garnacho, innit? Because he misses a lot of shots, etc. He runs into defenders, blah, blah, blah. But look at the positives as well, where he gets himself into these positions. He's always in a position where he can go one-on-one with a keeper. He's bare, you know what I'm saying? So I look at him and I say, if he gets coached a bit more and he decides I want to be coached and I'm willing to learn and he takes it all in, he'll be a good player. He starts shooting properly as well. He'll be a good player. That's what I think, innit? So I think Garnacho, I would have loved for him to stay, but to be a bench player. Come off the bench, 70th minute, tired legs, and then do your thing. Us relying on Garnacho is what's miffed it. Why he's doing all of this, like it's gone mad. I think we should never have relied on him. We should have been better the way we done our transfers, that someone like Garnacho, these kids could just come off the bench, do what they need to do, and then when it's time, they can start starting. But he's sitting there playing 35 games in a row, and then his attitude is crazy as well. Look, he's just like, do you know what I mean? You got your little brother on Twitter every minute saying stuff. It's not helping him, man. That's not what's helping a Garnacho. But apart from that, yeah, like I said, if we don't get a striker, I would rather Rashford come. But if we did get a striker, I would take Garnacho. But I don't want Garnacho to stay in the Prem. Sell him to anywhere. Let him go Real Madrid. Let him go Bayer Leverkusen. But just don't stay in the Prem. I can see him scoring against us. I'm probably celebrating. It's crazy, man. Who would you keep? Who would you keep? That's a good question, man. That's a proper good question. Osimhen and Gyökeres. I didn't answer this one. Who done get? Osimhen, like I said before, Osimhen's my number one. But I will take any of the victors. Any of them. Yeah, the first game, August the 17th at Old Trafford against Arsenal. If we've got any of the victors up front for us, I'm happy. Literally. And this is crazy even saying this because we're 15th. We finished 15th. We should be linked to some project strikers or some 20-year-olds, etc. We're linked with strikers that are world beaters. Do you understand? There's still a bit of hope for Gyökeres. Still, if Arsenal go for Benjamin Tesco, we might still get Gyökeres. That's madness. When you actually think about it, that's how big our club is. That we could still go out there and get 3 players that have scored 100 goals in between them. Cunha, Mbuemo and Gyökeres. That's crazy. No other team can do that. Spurs won Europa. They're in Champions League. They can't attract no one. Who are they getting? It's mad. It's crazy, man. Onana to stay on that shit. For you lot that missed this, Andre Onana to stay as well. That came out about an hour ago. Andre Onana wants to stay unless he is told he's surplus to requirements by Ruben Amorim. This is crazy. I think we want him to go. He wants to go if he's getting the right money. If he's getting the right money, he's going. But Saudi don't want to bail us out. This is what I say about Saudi all the time. They're pussies. When it was Liverpool's turn and they needed them to take some players, Fabinho, Henderson, Firmino, come, we'll take you, come. When it was Chelsea's turn, Koulibaly, Kante, yeah, come, we'll take you. Now it's our turn. We need Casemiro gone, Luke Shaw, Onana. No one wants them. It's like the whole world is watching our games. But these other players, no one wants to get them. But Hurst Class is saying Monaco have approached Onana's representatives. And this is all today. Both of these articles are today. This is what I'm saying. It's crazy, man. Like, it's mad. Would you want a player that has turned you down, bro? All right, let me talk about this, yeah? See this Gyökeres thing? Let me break it down now. See Ineos. Think about it like this, yeah? Lenny Euro wanted Real Madrid, right? We could all say that. That's his dream move. Real Madrid, etc. Lenny Euro wanted Real Madrid. Real Madrid wanted Lenny Euro, but they wanted him to play down his contract so that they can either pay some small money or get him on a free. That's what Real Madrid have been doing. They got Trent on free, Mbappe on a free. They get loads of players on free, or they pay some idiot money because they've got like 6 months or a year left. So Lenny Euro wanted Real Madrid. That's his first choice. Everyone knew that. We went in there, convinced him, he came to Man United. Joshua Zirkzee, he wanted AC Milan. It was so close for them to getting the deal done. Go on Google, Twitter, whatever. Just type in Zirkzee and Milan. So close. We went in there, convinced him, and he came. So I don't think Ineos care that he prefers Arsenal because he's being realistic. Like, Arsenal's in the Champions League. I'm 27. I'm in my prime. I want to win now type of thing. I don't want to go to a project team, etc. But so he's just putting his preference out there. Really, it shouldn't have got leaked. That coming out from his agent is crazy. Oh, I prefer Arsenal over Man United. That shouldn't have came out. But when you actually look at the context of it, they're not going to care about that he prefers Arsenal. If Arsenal go for Benjamin Tesco, I think we will go for Gyökeres because they understand. They're in the Champions League. We've finished 15th. We've done ourselves a disservice. We're in a position where it's crazy. And let me ask you something. If we don't get Gyökeres, let's just say we don't, or we sit down and say, we don't want Gyökeres because he turned us down. Tell me a striker that we can attract right now that's even close to him. Just tell me, I just want to know that. One striker that's even close to him. I don't want to hear about Jonathan David and all these type of guys. Tell me a good striker because Osimhen isn't coming to us. I put the article in earlier on. He said that if he's coming to a team that is not in the Champions League, he wants his full wages. He's not dropping a wage. He's doing us a favor by coming in the first place. So Osimhen ain't coming to us. Delap rejected us. Mateta's signing a new deal at Crystal Palace, and he's going to be about 55 mil onwards or something like that. So get them free out of it. Gyökeres, he's rejected us, so we're going to sit there and say no. Who else would you go for? That's on good levels. And this is crazy that we're even talking about Gyökeres and we finished 15th. You know how mad that is? We finished 15th and we're talking about a striker. We're in conversations with a striker that scored 63 goals, the most goals in the whole world. Like, it's crazy. That's just how big our club is. So that's why I sit there and I say, listen, if we finish 15th and everything should go as right as it does, we should be going for some youth player right now. An 18, 19, 20-year-old striker. What Chelsea's doing. They're getting a geezer called Omega from Strasbourg. He's going to come in 2026, so next year. So they're going to have Delap, Jackson, and Omega. 3 project strikers. And every time they lose, what do they say? Oh, we need Dawson. We need a proper striker. That's all they ever say. Obviously, we've realised this year with Højlund. Listen, this project thing's a myth. 25-year-old Cunha, or 26, whatever he is. Mbuemo, 25, 26. Gyökeres, 27. Do you know what I'm saying? So, come on, bro, man. So that's how I see it. I see it as he said what he said. He said his preference and it's got out. But he's being realistic. Let's be real. Like, let's take the emotion out of Manchester United and just look at it and say, we finished 15th. We're not in Europe, nothing. And then you've got another team, Arsenal. They've come second 3 times in a row. All they're missing is a real number 9. And if I come there and score all these goals, I'm gonna be the best striker in the world, basically. I've got Arsenal through the line. I'm gonna get double, triple my wage. Bruv, you got to respect it. So obviously they're just waiting. If Arsenal don't go for him, I would snap him up. Let's go. Gyökeres. And if he scores against them in the first game of the season, I don't think you're going to care either. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you're going to be as happy as me. Trust me. Keep Rashford. I don't think Garnacho can recover from the Ruben comments and all the negative press. Rashford never said anything bad about us or Ruben, I don't think. Yeah, Rashford loves Man United, but we don't know what happened. That's the one thing. A big club like Man United that gets leaked all the time. We leak everything and we always find out everything that's been said. That's probably the one thing that hasn't been leaked. What happened with Rashford and Ruben? It's like no one knows. Obviously, something mad happened where he might probably on a training ground or something. We don't know. But that's like the one thing that has not been leaked. It's crazy, bro. So so you would keep Rashford then instead of Garnacho, yeah? That's still, but both of them are a good shout, isn't it? Rashford's more of a Man United in and out. You get it, academy player. More people are drawn to him as well because he's a proper Man United fan and whatever. I think the best striker out there, which nobody seems to talk about, is Lautaro. Lautaro Martinez is available, yeah? And how old is he as well? That's what you got to remember about what all these clubs are doing. They're looking at the age as well. How old is he? Is he in the 20s? Is he available? I didn't know. I ain't heard about him being available once. And why is his name not in conversations then, if that's the case? I'd rather see De Gea return and watch Onana play next season. Yeah, same. That's one thing about De Gea. 'Cause this is what's happened now. Everyone's prioritizing this feet stuff. People are watching Ederson and Alisson and all these players and they're good with their feet. So they're saying, yeah, they're all good. We want him. That's why we've gone for Onana, because he was good with his feet in the Champions League final. Look at what the geezer's doing. He's good with his feet. He's come to the Prem. We can't even see all this good with his feet stuff because every single team knows he's so shaky that the moment he gets the ball, they just press him. That he just boots the ball now. Do you know what I'm saying? All that good with his feet. I don't see Onana doing a lot with his feet. He just boots the ball. Literally. Or if he joins us and scores against you, lads. Listen, me being real, I reckon you lot will get him. But the reports I keep seeing and all the Arsenal fans that I watch keep telling me it's going to be Benjamin Sesko. That's who Arteta wants. He's 21. Gyökeres is 27. And listen to this. And apparently, Havertz is still Arteta's number 1. So he wants to share them. If Sesko comes, him being 21 and a project striker, Sesko can come and they can still share it. Do you know what I'm saying? Sesko, Havertz, 60 minutes, Sesko, it's cool. It's not really a big deal. Sesko's 21, it's cool. If Gyökeres comes and I've just scored 63 goals, I'm the best striker in the world right now, Havertz ain't getting a game up front. And we all know we can't play in midfield. This is what one of my Arsenal friends said. And I was like, it does make sense. So that's why I'm starting to think like he might go for Sesko. Because he still wants Havertz to work. He paid 65 million for him. He's on 280 grand a week. Come on. Havertz has to work. So if Havertz plays up top, and he's with Sesko's coming off the bench, they're playing back and forth, Champions League, I don't think it's going to be a problem. But if Gyökeres comes there, Havertz cannot get a game. There's no way. Gyökeres is not sitting there to sit on the bench and watch Havertz. I've just scored the most goals in the world. I'm the main striker. That's why it's techie. Remember, Sesko's 21. Havertz is, not Havertz, Gyökeres is 27. You got to look at that as well. And then the financial package of it, you can offer Sesko, what, 120k a week, something like that, 150 max. Gyökeres he's gonna come to your team and say, wait a minute, Havertz is on 280k a week. Jesus is on 250k a week. I need a 250 minimum. You know what I'm saying? So financially, it looks mad. That's why I think Gyökeres is that's why I think they're leaning towards Benjamin Sesko. But I don't know. I hope you don't get Benjamin Sesko. I really do hope you don't get Benjamin Sesko and we get Gyökeres. Yeah? Yeah, Inter are selling everybody. I thought AC Milan was selling everyone. I know they sold Reinders. A few other players were linked with moves over there, innit? Theo Hernandez. Who else was linked with a move? So yeah, I thought it was more AC, but okay. I ain't heard about Martinez being for sale, but that's definitely a shout. He's a baller. Lautaro Martinez is a baller. Literally. That might make sense why Inter want Højlund then. Because I was sitting there thinking, why would Inter Milan want Højlund when they've got Martinez and Thuram? Why would he go there? But maybe that makes sense. Maybe you're right. 27 as well. That's not too bad. That's prime. He's in his prime. They need to sell there a bit, bro. That makes sense. Bro, I ain't had nothing about that, bro. Listen, if we get any linked with Martinez, bring him. Like I said, we finished 15th. Beggars can't be choosers. I'll take anyone up top. I think Højlund ain't ready. Send him abroad. Let him have an Antony season in Italy or Spain. Feel yourself. Get your confidence back. Either come back after that and be back up to someone, or go and revive your career and go somewhere else type of thing. But so I'll take anyone. But the fact that we're even still in conversations for Gyökeres and all that is mad for me. That we finished 15th and we're still sitting there and we can still attract these type of players. Obviously, you rejected us, but I'm saying if Arsenal go for Sesko, it might go mad. Onana cost us the season. He cost us the season. I think we were just shit in general, you know. I'll be real, blood. I wouldn't even put the whole season on Onana. Onana is pony, though, and he has to go. He's rubbish. But I wouldn't say the whole season's on him. Because remember, Onana didn't play for like 2 games, and we still play shit with Bayern there. Look at against Tottenham, 4-3. We lost in Carabao Cup. Bayern there was pony. They scored a corner, remember that? So they're all, bruh, both of them need to go. Both of them are rubbish. Bayern there, Onana. See when Cristiano Ronaldo does that? Forget about it. It's long. They're both rubbish. We've got the worst set of keepers in the league. Facts. I think that we should go all in for Gyökeres. We can't keep going like this. We need a top player if we're not going to be the same. Cheers from Chill South America. David, I fully agree with you, man. And obviously, we can't go full in at the moment because, one, we need to sell. So we need to sell at least 2 of our players. Because if we get Mbuemo, we need to sell now to be able to even get a player. And on top of that, he's already said he prefers Arsenal. So he's waiting for Arsenal. As soon as Arsenal make up their mind and go, we want you, Gyökeres, or we want you, Sesko, that's when we'll know. Do you understand? So that's why I think, remember, when he came out and said what he said about, what did he say? He said, I prefer Arsenal. The Ekatike links went crazy because we realized from there, listen, let's start looking at others. So we started looking at Ekatike straight away, etc. So it's a weird one, but like I said, Arsenal have been heavily linked with Sesko from last year, but I don't think he was ready for a move yet. So now it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I think personally they're leaning more towards Sesko. But if that don't go through, because there's Sesko's, they're quoting him at 69 million or something like that, and Arsenal not going to pay that for him. He had 13 goals in the Bundesliga. Omar Mamouche, that plays for Manchester City, left the Bundesliga in January. By May, the last game of the season, he had more goals than Benjamin Sesko. I can't have a guy like that near my team. 13 goals in the Bundesliga. I can't have that. So someone like Gyökeres or someone that's smashing one of these little leagues, Italy or whatever, you're scoring goals. That's why it was crazy when we bought Højlund for 72 million. You score 13 goals in Italy, 72 million. Come, that's mad. That's why I look at the Sesko thing and I say, that's mad. He ain't scored that much goals. He's still young. Give him time. And people like 70 million now is quoted for him. So yeah, I respect that, man. We should go all in for Gyökeres, but we got to wait. We have to wait to see what's going to happen with Arsenal. If Arsenal turn around and go, all right, we want you, Gyökeres, we're not getting Gyökeres. Forget about it. He's saying, Arsenal, I want you. Simple as that. So hopefully, man, Arsenal make the right choice and go for Benjamin Sesko. Who's replacing Lindelof? I think they're happy with Heaven. I think Heaven, because he slipped in and they saw, this little youth's all right. They've said you can replace Lindelof for now. But what I reckon is next season we'll get a proper centre back and a midfielder. That's what I reckon. I reckon this season do the attack up. If we can get a goalkeeper, we'll change it. It's a lot of ifs. If someone comes in, we'll replace this geezer. Boom, boom, boom. But I reckon next season we'll get a proper midfielder and a defender. But for now, it's striker and the 2-10s. Because a lot of games last season, remember that, a lot of games were narrow, you know. Arsenal, look how much chances we had. Højlund's taking the ball off Declan Rice and he's panicking that he's letting him get a tackle. Liverpool, Højlund, one-on-one with the keeper. Bruv. Wolves, look how much chances we had with Wolves. And then they scored 1 free kick, sensational free kick. Can't take nothing away from it. But this is where he was last season, where we had so much games that were narrow, so close, and then just one thing would just change everything. Literally. If we had a striker for one of them games, Arsenal fans are probably sitting there saying the same thing, though, to be fair. They're probably sitting there and saying, if we had a striker, we would have won. So Arsenal fans could be saying the same as we are. But I know when you look at last season, the amount of chances Garnacho was missing. Look against Bournemouth, Garnacho, one-on-one, dinked it over the goalkeeper and it went wide. Like Højlund. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, man. So that's why I think they've looked at it and gone, listen, these players are not ready. Let's get potential in this league, Prem proven. No jolting. We don't need to give them 6 months or a year to adapt. Forget all that. We get them that they're ready now. That's why Cunha and Mbuemo, all the links are good. And Gyökeres, I think that's more for Ruben. If Ruben wasn't here, I don't think we'll be linked with Gyökeres. Do you understand? I know that we were scouting him before, but I don't think we would have went for him like that. But now with Ruben being here, he fits the system. He knows it. He scored so much goals. I think it just makes sense. But I don't even know who we're going to go for if Gyökeres, it fully fizzes out. Who do we go for? Because everyone we was linked with that matches what Ruben wants as a striker. Delap rejected us. Osimhen wants too much wages. Mateta doesn't want to leave Palace, apparently, signing a new contract. They're all big strikers. Gyökeres, big, bully defenders. I can't see another striker like that. Who's the other striker that's like that? I don't know no other striker that's like that out there right now. That's a bully. He bullies defenders in the last line. He scores goals. Left foot, right foot. He's always in the box. Because Ekitike is not like that. He's more, they're calling him Baby Isaac. He's more ball to feet, innit? He'll link play up. You understand? He's different with it. So it's crazy. We need a player that when they have the ball, we know we will score. Exactly. I've been saying this. Listen, let me tell you something. You know what I used to do before? Like, when you're one-on-one with the keeper, you just celebrate. I ain't done that for so long. You know how long I ain't done that for? Do you know what I'm saying? Harry Kane for Tottenham. They're celebrating. They know. When I'm seeing Garnacho or Rasmus Højlund one-on-one with a keeper, I'm sitting there like this. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm still nervous. The ball has to go in the net. And then after it's gone in the net, I still sit there like, is it offside? Is it cool? Do you know what I'm saying? This is how it is. Salah have got Liverpool, clinical. Tottenham used to have Harry Kane and Son as well. Son one-on-one with the keeper. It's a goal. Who else was clinical? Mad clinical. Haaland. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't had that person in ages that we know they're going to score. We ain't had that in ages, man. And that's what we need. We need players like that. That is, this striker, one-on-one, he's scoring. or he's bailing us out. It might be the 85th minute. The game's dull. Just put the ball into the box. Bam, he might make something out of nothing. That's what we need. So yeah, man, 100%, man. We need a player. We need a clinical player, a clinical striker. Would you do Højlund for Lautaro? Plays 30 million. Would you do Højlund? I will let Højlund leave for free, you know. I will let Højlund leave for free. Seriously, at this rate. But yeah, Lautaro Martinez is a baller, man. Baller. He's a baller. But I don't know if we'll be in for him. I don't know where it is, man. I don't know. I heard nothing about him. You're the first person to tell me that Lautaro Martinez is available and that Inter are selling. I've not heard nothing about him, man. But 100%, I'll pay 30, 40 million. We should pay that for him. He's a baller, man. He's a good player. 100%. Plus, Heaven is good, but can't risk an injury again. Yeah, 100%. But that's why I think we're not going too deep in the centre back. I think that's kind of like saved them that, all right, we can save money here. Because he's come out. And remember, Martinez has still got to go back. So let's break it down then. Left centre back, we've still got Luke Shaw that can play there. Martinez, Heaven, centre back, the middle. You've got Euro that can play there. Delete, Maguire. Right centre back. Who've we got that plays right centre back? Mazarari. Dalot can play there if he really wanted to. I'm probably forgetting someone as well. Right centre back. That's two already anyway, but I'm probably forgetting someone. But and then we've got the wing back where you've got Ahmad, Mazarari can play there, Dalot, Dorgu, what's that little Amaz. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got a lot of defenders, and because there's three at the back now, a lot of them sit on the bench. And remember, we got one game a week. So I can't see them going out there and buying another defender right now with one game a week. Like I just said, Delete, Maguire, Heaven. If Martinez heals up, Mazarari, Euro, that's 6 defenders alone, centre-backs. And we only need 3 at a time. I'm not even including the wing-backs. So that's 6. So to go and get another centre-back, that's 7. And we've got one game a week. People are going to be unhappy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Heaven is good, man. For £1 million, mate, he's a steal. And this is what I was saying earlier. He said that they only want people that want to play for United, like Cunha Gyökeres. He wants Arsenal. Do you keep looking at him? What about Ekitike? I think Ekitike doesn't fit what Ruben wants. I don't think that's a Ruben striker, because Xerxes wasn't a Ruben striker. We all know Xerxes is like a 9.5, he calls himself. So Ekitike is a bit more, he's like a Xerxes, but he's got a little bit more like going forward type of thing. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I just can't see how he would fit into Ruben's style, because of what, even when you look at all the attackers that we've been linked with, they've all been bullies, last defender bullies, Delap, Mateta, Osimhen. You know what I'm saying? Put the ball in the box, they're going to attack it, they're going to bully defenders. So I'm just going off what I think Ruben will think. Me personally, I want Ekitike. He's a baller, and I can see him linking up well, especially with Mbuemo and Cunha behind you. That's that triangle's crazy. But me being realistic and looking at it and thinking, what we've been linked with and the type of striker this guy wants is a proper number 9 that runs the channels. You put the ball in the box, they're there, he's ready. I don't think that Ekitike is that guy. But I know what you're saying. They did say that, yeah, we want players that want to play for United. But what happened is they're taking that one on a preference thing. I don't know, man. It's like it's getting put out that it's like, you never rejected Man United. I don't know if you've been seeing recently. Fabrizio keeps coming out and saying he never rejected Man United. They just literally just said the preference. He would prefer Arsenal. Like, they're trying to like dim it down like it wasn't even that much. So that's how he's trying to do it. Me personally, I will take any striker that scores goals. That's proven. Not no project. A striker that scores goals, bring them to Man United. I'm on that. Do you understand? Brian is clinical. Yeah, and Mbuemo is clinical. The only thing I don't like about I like Mbuemo and Cunha. I just don't want us shooting from outside the box 100 times a game. Because you got Cunha, he loves shots from outside the box. Cunha and Bruno, I I think there was the two that scored the most goals from outside the box, Cunha and Bruno, I think I saw a stat like that. So I just don't want it to be a thing where it's like shots are just flying every minute. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to see what's happened. As soon as we get Mbuemo wrapped, hopefully, and then a striker, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And I'm going to be more gassed. Do you know what I mean? And like I said to you lot earlier as well, I do Matchday Vlogs. You lot are seeing me on this. This is just because, obviously, there's a break right now. There's no games. So I'm here giving you lot the news every single day, 3 times a day. Make sure you subscribe. But if you go back to my old channel, my old videos, sorry, you'll see I've got Matchday Vlogs. I go to majority of the games. I video the whole games, goals, everything. So yeah, check out the Matchday Vlogs for you lot that don't know. Subscribe, like up the place. You know we're here. And once the season starts, Arsenal's the first game of the season. I'm going to be in there. Same thing. Matchday Vlog, match reactions, match previews, everything. And we'll still be giving you lot all the news as well, like whatever's going on. So this channel is here to stay, man. We're only going to get bigger, man. We're going to blow it up. Don't watch nothing. I think he suits Ruben's style of play and he works hard as well. Yeah. Like I said, any striker that isn't a project, we got to wait a year or something, he has to bed in, I don't mind. I'll take them. But I want some goals with it. Just show, man, that you can score goals. That's it. If you've got a career in the Portugal League or the Italy League or whatever, and you've got a decent amount of goals, you can come. That's cool. I just don't want to get someone that's only scored like 12 goals. We go and spend 75 million, and then we're sitting there with basically the same thing Højlund went through, and we're sitting there saying, oh, give him a year, give him 2 years. Oh, he's still young. No, man, we ain't got time for that no more. Ruben will get sacked. This is what I'm trying to say to you, that we need someone that's going to come in, hit the ground running, no jolting. And now you've got 2 people behind you, 3 people that can all create. And Mbuemo's got good assists, Cunha's got good assists, and you've got Bruno. Come on, man. Martinez out till January 2026, apparently. That is 5 months without him. Oh, what? Oh, Lissandro, yeah? Okay. But that's what I'm saying. Even with Lissandro out, we still got 5 defenders, and all we need is 3. You get it? We play with 3 at the back, and we've got 5 defenders. De Ligt, Maguire, Yoro, Mazarari, and Heaven. That's 5 defenders. I'm probably even missing one. That Fredrickson can slip in as well if he wanted to. That's 6. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Like, I don't think we're going to go and get a centre-back. If we've got 6 and we've only got 1 game a week as well, it's not a rush. The other 3 will probably get a game in Carabao or FA Cup. You know what I'm saying? That's how you keep it happy. So I can't see us going out there and getting a centre-back. I can't see it happening. If you want a body, put Maguire up front. Yeah, 100%. That's what everyone seems to do. Ten Hag done it first, I swear, innit? This is what I'm saying. We should have someone. And you know why we're doing this? Stuff like this. This is what I'm trying to say, why we need a proper striker. We're doing that because we've got no one else in the team that can header the ball. This is what I say all the time. We conceded so much goals last season from set pieces. Yeah, it was close to the top of the list. I don't know how it ended, but I know it was close. We can't header the ball. So if it's coming in for corners, we have to defend it. It's not happening. If it's coming in the box and we have to score it, it's not happening. We can't header it. Xerxes scored 1 goal with a header, I think it was, against Lyon. I give him that one. But apart from that, if you've got a corner, the 3 players that you're going to have your money on to header the ball is going to be Maguire, De Ligt, or Casemiro. Maguire and De Ligt barely play together. It's always one or the other. So let's just take De Ligt out of it and say he's on the bench. So you got Maguire and Casemiro. They're the only 2 players that can header a ball properly. But we're in trouble. Because if they get marked out or it doesn't happen, what happened then? And Maguire's leaving next season and Casemiro might be leaving next season. So we need to get some height in this team. That's why I like Branthwaite. We need some more height. So this is what I'm saying. It's a bit mad, man. We've got a very short team, and bringing in Mbuemo as well. He's short. Ahmad. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't really happen, man. So that's why I say all the time, we need a proper striker like Osimhen. Osimhen, you put the ball in there, he's helping defend it out, and he's scoring goals. So all this Maguire last 10 minutes frame up front, we don't need to do that no more because we've got a striker that can do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is the problem with it. That's why I think they wanted Delap. I ain't seen Delap score any headers like that, but they want someone big, strong, that can bully defenders and try things. But we have to keep throwing Maguire up there. That's crazy, man. We shouldn't even be in a position. That's what Maguire said in the before the final. He said, hopefully we're not even in that position where I have to go up. You know what I'm saying? So we should be putting them away so much now that we're not even in a position where we need a defender to go in the box, because we've already scored our goals. We're cool. He just can stay in his position and that's it. Ekitike can't, Osman can fit. What does that mean? What? Ekitike can't, Osman can fit well. Oh, Ekitike can't, but Osman can fit well. That's what I'm saying. Osman is the guy, man, but he's bougie with his wages. And you lot remember something as well. He turned down Saudi money. So I don't know what this geezer wants. £1 million a week or something. I don't know. He's turning down Saudi, and no one in Europe is actually linked with him. When you look at Osman and his name, no one gets linked with him. No team. Chelsea, Man United, there's been little reports that's just like whatever. But like from proper sources, you ain't seen no one linked with him. So this is what I'm saying. Osman just wants money, man. That's his thing, man. But he's a proper 9. So he's basically saying, come and buy me, like, but I need to get my money's worth type of thing. But he's asking for too much. And he's turning down Saudi money. Saudi money's tax-free. I don't know how anyone's going to afford him if everyone's trying to clean up their wage bills. It's mad. I don't think Maz can play back 3. I like him at wing back. You know what's crazy about Maz, yeah? He had a lot of injuries at Bayern. So I was thinking, nah, he has to be back 3 only. But bruv, since he came to us, he's played nearly every game. I think he was injured for like 2, 3. He's been very consistent, man. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you can tell he's tired and he's had a few blunders. Like I remember with Matoma at the back post against Brighton. They're little things, but overall, he's reliable. And after pre-season, this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm so excited to see what happens. Hopefully, they're proper, all in tune with what they've got to do now. Because you've got to remember, last season, one game, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. It was so much games. It was in so much competitions. It was too much. And then we went all the way to Europe to the end. We were just doing too much. They're getting tired as well at the same time. So now it's 1 game a week. Hopefully, we're getting at it, man. Do you know what I mean? And that wing back, he was good. I remember he had that shot against Arsenal. Like, he makes them runs. So, yeah, 100%, man. Maz is good, man. That's a good purchase that we made. Great work, bro. Love, man. Appreciate it, bro, man. Like and subscribe, everyone, man. We're here every day, 3 times a day. All the Man United news, man. We don't stop. Yeah? 3 times a day. We're giving you, like, the latest news. Your other channels, they'll catch up later. They'll catch up later with the news. By the time I've gave it to you, like, you already know what's happening about United. You know everything from here. If we sell Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, what money do we get? Because United have money problems. Yeah, we want 70 million. I think we're quoting 70 million for Garnacho. But you got to remember something, yeah? We really don't even have to, we don't have to sell them for the money, really. Because let me just break this down. Say we sell Garnacho, we're never going to sell him for 70 million. Let's just be nice and say 50 million, yeah? We sell Garnacho for 50 million. I can never say this word. Amortization, whatever, yeah? We can spend 3 times worth that. So if we sell Garnacho for 50 million, because he's under academy, any academy player, you can spend up to 3 times worth. So if Garnacho goes for 50 million, we can spend up to 150 million now. This is what I'm trying to say. That's how it works with PSR. It's crazy. Same thing for Rashford. Rashford goes for 40 million, we can spend 120 million in the transfer market. And remember, most of the deals now are installments anyway. So let's just say we go and buy a player for 50 million. We could say, all right, we'll give you 15 million this year, another 15 the next year, and then 17 or whatever is left the year after. So you've only spent 17 million this year and you've still got 100. It's mad. That's how it goes now. So if we need to sell 2 players, or we just have to sell Rashford or Garnacho right now, and then we can get a striker. Do you get it? So if we sell Sancho and Antony, then we can go for a striker. If not, we just have to sell 1 of Garnacho or Rashford and we're good, because of the academy player thing is crazy. Why do you think Chelsea was trying to sell, what did they sell? Gallagher. They want to sell Chalobah now. Who else did they sell that was academy for them? Mason Mount. All these players, and they get triple the money. That's why they can spend so much, because they're selling their academy products. They get triple the money. That's what goes on. That's why it's mad. No one wants you to sell your academy product. You always want it to be a perfect story, innit? Like Rashford, he's a Man United boy, he's academy. You want him to go all the way to the top, lift the Prem with us. But with a lot of teams, it goes left and they just be like, listen, we don't need you no more. Because we all know Conor Gallagher didn't want to leave Chelsea, but they forced him out. Do you understand? Like, and then they could spend 3 times more. That's why Chelsea spend a lot of money, because they always sell their academy players. They do mad stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then City, everyone's asking, why is City spending so much money? How? Same thing. They're selling their academy players. Cole Palmer, Delap, they sold them to Ipswich. All of these players, they'll sell them and then they'll get triple the money to spend. This is what happens. They want 60 million for Garnacho, 40 for Rashford. I saw 70 for Garnacho for Prem teams, but obviously we're never going to get 70. I think it's just like, pull it out there, 70. By the time you negotiate and go a bit down, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it will thing in it. It will even up to something. But when you look at the transfers that's happening right now, how much is Kwanzaa, whatever his name is, how much is he going to buy Leverkusen for? 40 million or 30 million or something like that to Leverkusen. So we can get money for Garnacho, man. Kwanzaa, the guy never even plays. He's back up to Van Dijk and that. He never gets a game. That's what another one. Look, he's come from Liverpool's academy, Kwanzaa. So imagine how much they're going to be able to spend. Say he goes for 30, that's another 90 million they could spend now. That's what happens with academies. It's crazy, man. The money is crazy. So there's strategic, a lot of these things. Do you like to see Man United in the Club World Cup soon? I don't really care about the Club World Cup, you know. I'll be real with you. I'm watching it now, laughing at Chelsea yesterday, but I wouldn't really care. Like, it is what it is, isn't it? If we was in it, I would want to travel and go and watch it, but like, it's just something else, but it's not nothing crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, anyway. And it'll be nice to have the shirt, because the winner gets the Club World Cup with a trophy on their shirt for 4 years. So, and they get like 150 million for winning it. That's what they were saying. If City wins it, City will get all their money back for all their transfers that they've done already this in whatever, however much days. 150 million, they'll get it all back. That's crazy, isn't it? But I can't see City winning it though. No way. Do you think we'll beat Arsenal, City and Liverpool in the first few months of the season? You never know, man. You never know. And this is what I'm saying. The transfer window's not closed yet. There's so much things to think about. But one thing about me and these type of teams, I'm confident now. I'm not scared. When we was Ten Hag and we're playing these type of teams, I was a bit, it could go peak, it could be mad, etc. But now, since we've been with Ruben, Arsenal, the Emirates, I was there when it happened. We lost by 2 set pieces. That's when they was in their prime. They're scoring these set pieces every single game. We lost by 2 set pieces. Apart from that, I think we played it right. City, we beat them at the Etihad, and we should have beat them at the Old Trafford. Garnacho had a blunder in front of the goal, first minute, like so much things. Like we should have won that game. Liverpool, what happened with Liverpool again? We drew 2-2 with them. That was one of our best performances, right? Harry Maguire last minute, Højlund one-on-one with Alisson, moving mad. This is what I'm saying. There's so much games that were narrow. It was never like we're getting battered for, we're mad lucky, basically, to still be in the game. I don't think there was any games like that where we were super lucky. Like, they missed the open goal. It's always us. Garnacho will miss like a one-on-one, blast it over the net or something like that. Or Højlund will miss. They will be lucky. But remember, Ahmad had the header straight away that Dalot put in for him. I remember we had a few chances. So every time we've played the big teams, we've always been resolute. The only big team that it just went left for was Newcastle. They smashed us at home. And when we went to them, it was half-time was 1-1. I remember it was all good. And then it just went mad. It just went 4-1. I remember Bayern passed the ball to Bruno, Jimenez. It just went left. So, yeah, I'm not sitting there saying we'll beat them, because it's all down to context, isn't it? We've got to see who we've got, who's leading the line for us, who goes by then. But I'm not as scared as I used to be. Like, oh my God, we're playing City today. I'm not scared no more, because I've seen the way we turn up against these teams and we're resolute, and it's been down to narrow things. We're just not scoring or shooting at the same time. Stuff like that. But Liverpool looks like they've got a good team, man. Wirtz, who's the other geezer? Frimpong, Kirkez. And they're trying to sell Darwin Núñez to get Ekitike, so that might be mad. They won the league without a striker probably last season. If we don't get a striker, could Cunha play up front? Because by the looks of it, we're going to end up with another Rasmus striker. We can't afford to make that mistake. Cunha can play up front, and I think Mbuemo can play up front as well. So they can interchange. Xerxes as well. But Cunha's best position is the number 10. Do you know what I'm saying? That's his best position. All these bangers, if you go and watch all of these highlights, are all from the 10. He scored a 1-2. He scored a good goal against Fulham from the striker position, and he scored a goal against Spurs. I think he nicked the ball off the last defender. But majority of his goals is the number 10 in the middle. Because Cunha's good with the ball. He takes, and he's good at running with the ball as well. That's what we need. We need someone that's going to run with the ball from the defensive side to the thing side. Like a Morgan Rogers runs with the ball. That's what we need. That's why we need him in the 10. If he's up front, it's not going to happen. So, yeah, we could play with him on a striker still, 100%. But hopefully we don't get another Project Rasmus type of striker, man. That would be mad. And that will be another letdown. And I'll feel I'll be thinking, yeah, Ruben, this looks like trouble. If we go out there again, it's either Rasmus Højlund or it's another project striker that we've got to wait a whole year for him to adapt and all of that. But from how they're moving and everyone we've been linked with, it don't seem like we're going for that anyway. Apart from Gyökeres, and Ekitike is kind of a risk as well, to be honest, when you think about it. He's had one good season in the Bundesliga, and they're saying they want 63 million for him. First they were saying 100 million, now it's 63. That's a risk as well. Gyökeres has scored 63 goals. He's got about 100 goals in 2 years. If we went and got Gyökeres and he flopped, no one can turn around and go, we shouldn't have got him because, bro, he's got 100 goals in 2 years. So we know, all right, we get why you got him. If we go and get someone like Ekitike and half of us are split, I don't know about him, he only scored this much goals, it could go left, it could go both ways, innit? It could look like another Højlund. So hopefully not, man. Hopefully we just get someone proven, Osimhen, Gyökeres. It may be even we surprise it and Mateta looks happy at Palace and he's going to sign a new deal, but maybe we just sneak in and just grab him. Who knows? But the way they're moving and they're stern as well. People think Brentford and Brighton are the sternest. Palace are stern with their prices. When they say a price, that's it. Because I remember Guy, he was close to getting Newcastle last season. And they was like, no, we want our 75 million or something. I think they bid is 70. They still said, no, we want the 75. So, yeah, they're on a different thing. That's why Wharton, no one's going for Wharton. Because everyone knows they're going to get quoted something crazy from Palace. So Palace are stern as well. So people keep saying Mateta's 40 million, go for him. Nah, mate, he's not 40 million. He's trying to sign a new contract. When he signs that contract, his release clause will probably be like 70 million or something. Something mad. He's 27, same age as all Gyökeres and that. They'll probably say something mad. We want 70 million for Mateta. We, as fans, we just want a good striker. But they look at the financial and the Man United tax as well. That's what we need to get out of. And that's why they dropped out Branthwaite. They put in a bid. Okay, we think this is fair. No problem. We'll negotiate. We'll put another bid in. So I'm telling you that now, the next bid we put in for Mbuemo has to get accepted. If it doesn't get accepted, we're walking away. Because that's how they do business now. And it came out the other day as well. I can't remember who said it as well. He said they don't want to be doing blind bids like before, doing 100 bids for a player. Bid again, bid again, bid again. Look what we've done with Antony. Was bidding like 5 times and then they bought us all the way to 80 million and then boom. They finessed us for Antony. So, yeah, that's what it seems like, man. It seems like we're trying to be more organised. I think the first game will set the tone. If Man United win, we'll believe. But if we lose, I think it could, here we go season from this season. It's Arsenal though, man. It could go either way, man. I don't think it's going to be like that, to be honest. I think if we was to lose, but we didn't lose, we didn't get battered, it's cool. Like, it's not that bad. But like I said, man, from what I've seen of us, every time we played Arsenal as well, apart from when, remember, we got the red card in the FA Cup and they started peppering shots when Dallo got sent off. Apart from that little time, every time we played Arsenal, we've looked good. We've looked comfortable. Every time we played a big team, we've looked comfortable. We've looked all right. But remember as well, Ruben said, I think we played, is it Liverpool? He said, listen, was a little bit too back. Man United, we shouldn't be playing this back. So in the future, we're going to play a bit more forward. So it might not be as counter-attack as we expect it to be how we was playing last season. Because remember, he had Casemiro in the middle and he was trying to facilitate him as well. So he had someone next to him playing the counter-attack football. I don't think we're going to come out with that. I think he's going to implement his proper style now, where you all got to be running, you all got to be intense. Like, that's what I think he's going to be on. So I don't think we might even see Casemiro as much as we were seeing him last season. Because I can't see him coming out and saying, let me do the... Remember, he was trying to do his style, and then we're getting Casemiro and Eriksen against Ipswich. It just went crazy. They're running past them. It went mad. And then he said, yo, you know what? Let me hold my hands up. We've lost a few games. Let me just try and facilitate what these guys can do. Casemiro, I'm going to put someone next to you. He's going to be close to you. So you're not on an island by yourself. How Ten Hag had him. And then we started playing a bit all right. Do you know what I mean? So I think Ruben now, he's going to want to say, you know what? I need to do my style now. Let's go. So someone like Casemiro, there's no bids for him. Saudi don't want him. MLS. Remember, MLS has been saving some people as well, you know. When you're getting to that age. The American League. Yeah, you beat them FA Cup, to be fair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We beat them in penalties, but it was tight until we got the red card. And remember, we played a whole hour, you know. Because Dado got sent off at like the 60th minute or something. So he's played 30 minutes to the end of the season, to the end of the game. And then we played another half an hour of extra time with 10 men. So they had bare shots then. That's when it was like, oh my God, Havertz was having a bit of blunders. And that's the only game Bayern there has played good. That one game. Saved the penalty and then we won. That's it. Have you seen the João Paulino links? Yeah, I've seen that. So I put it up on the show yesterday. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I put it up yesterday. We're linked with him, but I think he's too similar to Ugarte, man. João Paulino. Obviously, he scores a bit more goals when he was at Fulham, but I think he's a bit too similar to Ugarte. So I don't know. I don't know about him still. Everyone wants your DM to be able to do 100 things now, innit? You got to defend, score goals, assist, create chances. You got to do everything as a DM. Everyone's looking at Rodri and saying, no, that's why Arsenal's gone and got Zubamendi. But even when we played him with Real Sociedad, he was poor. And another problem we got is Onana. I don't think he's got to be number one. Dibu Martinez will fit in. This is what Fabrizio said about Dibu Martinez. Yeah, Dibu Martinez is not in process to sign for Man United at the moment, despite his desire to join. So he wants to join, but it depends on Andre Onana. And then he's basically saying that there's links coming out about Monaco, but he's not. We don't know how reliable that is. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's saying it's not true. That was last night. He said all of this. There's other reports that's come out this morning saying that Monaco does want him, and that's from Hurst. Hurst is kind of reliable, but he's not on Fabrizio's level. But that's today. So I don't know. It's all weird, man. Like I said, Hurst has come out and on the one on the right, he says, look, Monaco have approached Onana's representatives. So it's a weird one. But it's like Onana wants to know if he wants to go or not. I think we want him to go, but we don't want to put it out there that we want him to go. And then we put the price down because we've seen what's happened with, what's his name? Rashford and Garnacho. We've made it known that we want them to go. Everyone's probably coming with silly prices now. I'll take Garnacho, 30 million. I'll take Rashford, 20 million. Because you want them to go, so they're just throwing anything at you. So I think they're just trying to keep this one under wraps with Onana, but no one's coming in for him. There was talks about Saudi coming in. Saudi ain't coming. So this is what I'm saying. It's crazy, man. This is a madness. So we're just sitting here. We're just waiting for these sales for certain players, but it don't seem like it's happening. So it's a mad one. Let me summarize what Fabrizio said. If you ain't liked, make sure you like, subscribe. We're here every day, 3 times a day. Yeah? We're giving you all the Man United news straight. So yeah, I'm going to just run through it quickly for you lot that don't know what's going on. Basically, Fabrizio's saying that Antony's giving all of his priority to Real Betis. Yeah? He's getting bids from different teams, Italian teams, and he's saying, no, I want Real Betis only. And it's come out literally today. Sully, about 1:15, he's basically just said, yo, Antony and Real Betis are in club-to-club talks with Man United. So Real Betis really want to get this deal done, but it's just a separation on the fee right now. The personal terms are not a problem, and he's willing to take a wage cut. This is from Sully. He's proper reliable for Man United News. And then yesterday, we had Manchester United Evening News, which is men. They basically said the same thing. They're not even connected, both of them. Antony is prepared to take a 30% pay cut from his current 150k a week contract at Man United to leave this summer. United require a fee of 32.6 million to avoid a book loss. So we basically just want our money back. Not that we're going to get our money back. Obviously, we paid 80 million, but to not get a wage loss on the PSR thing, 32.6 million, just give us that. See you later. All parties want a permanent transfer of Antony. Man United are not willing to give a favour to Real Betis. We loaned them out before to them. He lay it up. He took you up to the final of Conference League. It's money time now. Yeah, that's what we're saying to them. Because a lot of people want him now. Atletico Madrid want him. They've seen that he can do it in that league. Yep, we want you. Juventus are meant to be interested in him. Juventus are interested in Sancho. But if they don't get Sancho, they might come for him. They're in the Champions League next season. So, but it seems like Antony has saying, you know what? I've seen all these teams coming in. I've seen whatever, but I want Real Betis. So I'll take a wage cut to stay at Real Betis, which is you got to clap for it and respect him, because Sancho's here. Apparently, he didn't want to take a wage cut. Rashford, apparently, he don't want to take a wage cut. So that's limiting their options. But he's turned around and said, it's not working for me in the Prem. I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm just going to go to Real Betis. So that's the thing with Real Betis about with Fabrizio. He basically just said, like I just said, Onana, the rumours are fake. He's not gambling on a call. And Martinez ain't an option right now. He can only be an option if Onana leaves. And then he basically spoke about Mbuemo, the cliche, what we hear every day is, listen, the talks are still ongoing. They just got to agree a fee. And then Man United and Brentford will wrap it up. And then Mbuemo will go to Man United. There's no one else involved. He didn't mention Tottenham. He didn't mention 70 million bids. He didn't mention bidding wars. He just said talks are ongoing, which is good. It might not sound like good. It sounds like cliche, but it's good because a lot of these, sometimes they'll come and they'll say it's stalled or it's broken down. And that's when you got to be worried. Like, oh my God, it's broken down. That means it's done. Because all these negotiators they're hardball in it. Like they think they're the best one. So if Man United negotiators are negotiating with Brentford ones, and then Man United ones are thinking, you lot are taking the piss, they could just break down at any time. So the fact that they're still talking, it's still ongoing, it's still positive. That's the only way we can look at it. But there's no one else in the race. It's not even a race. It's just us and Brentford. He wants to come to us. So it's one or the other. And then we got, who's this guy? Oh, yeah, I've said that already. Barcelona. We had Rob Dawson basically tell us about Rashford. His preference is to stay in a team that's playing Champions League. And he wants the World Cup next year. So maybe he will take a wage cut because he wants the World Cup. So hopefully he takes a wage cut. But yeah, there's been interest from Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus, Bayern Munich, and other Premier League teams. But yeah, he's on 325k. It was said that he won't take a wage cut. But if all these teams are interested, hopefully he is. Ruben Amorim has not yet decided if he's going to take them on pre-season, basically. Rashford, Antony, Garnacho, and Sancho. Pre-season is in 28 days. For you that don't know, 28 days. So hopefully all four of them are gone in 28 days. And it's not awkward where they come in on pre-season. Amorim's getting asked about it before every game. It's just long. So yeah, hopefully that just goes through. This is just from Sully about Antony. And then we got Sancho. He's reached an agreement with Napoli. That's from Damasio, who's in Italy. He's meant to be very reliable for Italian news, Damasio. And he's basically saying Jadon Sancho has reached an agreement with Napoli on personal terms. Jadon Sancho was on 300k a week. So I couldn't see them paying that for him, but maybe they've either negotiated and worked something out. Because remember, he didn't want the wage they was offering him at Chelsea. So maybe they've worked it out and they're just paying him something a bit less, or they are paying the 300k. I can't see it because they got De Bruyne. De Bruyne must be on a mad money. They're getting a new striker, Darwin Núñez, who they're linked with. They've got Lukaku there already, and they've got McTominay. So it does seem like an exciting project, and I hope he goes there and does his thing really. But I don't want to see no revisionism. Please don't bring it here. Oh, we shouldn't have sold Sancho when he starts balling over there. That slow league, 38-year-old defenders. Like, please, let's just leave it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he goes there, all the best, do your thing, bro. But Juventus is interested as well, and that's from Sky Sports. That's in England reporting about it. And it was obviously reported that Juventus put in a 25 million bid, but they haven't accepted personal terms with him yet. So he might be telling them 300k still, and they don't want to do that. There's more news, and it's just about the Paulina that one of you lot asked me about Paulina links. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and that's just basically Man United are targeting Joao Paulina to add physicality in their midfield. So that's about it, really. It's Portuguese like Amorim. Amorim is keen. I'm not really too sure on the link. I can't vouch for them. Caught offside and a Krem Kona. I've seen his name a few times, but I can't vouch for him. And it's basically just telling us about Aiden Heaven. He held talks with Frankfurt before he came, but Jason Wilcox basically gassed him to come. It was Jason Wilcox that spoke to him and made him, yeah, you know what, United's the place to be. He got offered double the money apparently to go to Newcastle or something, and he said, nah, I want to go to United because of Jason Wilcox. So it's just showing how good Jason Wilcox is with the youth. Do you understand? And he's been doing his thing, and that's one thing I give them credit for, is the way they've been getting these youths in, these little gems for £1 million. Like, come on, even if it didn't work out with Heaven, the amount of profit you're making on him is crazy. £1 million. So yeah, that's all the news more or less wrapped up. I'll read some of this. On the other hand, we got Onana. I saw that already. Bring back Rooney. Use the money if we sell Garnacho and getting Rooney fit and put him up front. Rooney's a commentator, bro. He's just chilling. But yeah, someone said Vardy earlier on. Imagine that. Someone said get Vardy and put him up front. I would never take Vardy. No way. These time's done. I swear he's not even going to the Championship no more. I think you need 6 or 5 points first 3 games. We got the strongest start. Literally, Opta put a little thing out and it said the first 5 games are the hardest start is Man United, our fixture list. Arsenal at home, Burnley away, is it Man City at home? Or maybe I'm getting it wrong. Man City at home. I know we got Chelsea in there. And who else is there? Fulham. Sorry, I got it wrong. Man United, it's Arsenal at home, Fulham away, Man City at home, I think Burnley away, and then Chelsea. And that's the hardest in the league. Like, you could see the actual thing. I had it on the last stream. So yeah, it's madness. But it is what it is. Like I said, the hard games, I don't really feel them. It's more it's the Bournemouths that I'm scared of. The Brentfords. That's the games where it's like, oh my God, like, we just can't work them out. They're counter-attacking. We don't know what to do. But the games that we were sitting back and we're counter-attacking, whatever, it's always been smooth. It's just narrow things where we just can't score. We ain't got the strike force to score, and we're missing chances left, right, and centre. Yeah, and then obviously it came out, Onana, he wants to stay unless Ruben basically tells him, you're surplus to requirements. We don't want you here. He's going to stay. But Onana wants the bag. If Saudi coming off from the bag right now, he's gone. If Monaco, Hurst Class, who's kind of reliable, he's saying Monaco have reached out to Onana. Fabrizio said last night that they didn't. Hurst is saying they have this morning. So I don't know what's going on, who to believe. Hurst is saying this today. Something could have happened today. But yeah, so Onana's either going to stay or he's going to go. I don't know. There's too much goalkeeper links to just think there's no smoke without fire. There's something going on. But we just keep seeing that he's going to stay. But then we're linked with all of these goalkeepers every day. So I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. But yeah, man, love to everyone that's in the chat. Love to everyone that's been watching. Like I'm telling you, like, subscribe. We're here every day, 3 times a day. All the Man United news. We get it to you lot first. Yeah, don't miss a beat. Make sure you subscribe, man, and you stay with it, man. I'll be back on later. So yeah, man, make sure you lock in. First 3 home games. First 3 Arsenal. Okay. I got it wrong. Burnley home. Okay, that's good. I thought it was Man City at home then. So Burnley home, Fulham. Hopefully we can smash that one out. Then it gets difficult. Saying nothing, Harvey, man. Love to everyone that's been in the chat, man. Like I said, I'll be back on later. Appreciate all of you lot, man. And let's keep going, man. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you lot in a bit.
What's some celebs call us loco. You know we up next, pull it mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, I preserve the beat, I'm more